What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. Welcome back to another video. Now, in this one, I want to talk about the overall crypto market. I feel like the crypto market is in a spot right now where we don't exactly know when things are going to take off, when things are going to break out, and we also don't know how low these prices are going to be. However, these prices are looking enticing to anybody that's involved in crypto. Anybody that sees or has extra money to spend. I know there's a lot of people that probably spent their money during the bear market, or maybe even during the push up to the bull market, right? And seeing some of these prices that we've seen in the last, couple of months have been amazing. Seeing it get up to a 2.7 trillion dollar market cap has been phenomenal. Right at the level of breaking the all-time high for market cap, seeing the all-time high for volume, and seeing Bitcoin break its all-time high has been amazing. But we're not done yet. But today I want to talk about the fact that it's bleeding. I want to go over the different positions that are bleeding today and just have a discussion on maybe when I believe we're going to see things that actually break out, and what my thoughts are right now. Because I know there's a lot of people that are probably moving back and forth and panicking a little bit and like, what should I do? I don't want to lose all my gains. I see Jasmine coin coming down. I see XRP coming down. Bitcoin is dropping. Ethereum's dropping. Everything is dropping, and I'm in full panic mode. I understand where you're coming from. I totally understand where you're coming from. Even though we may not be in the same spot, even though we may not, be spending the same amount of money, or you may not have a lot of money to spend while I still have a decent amount of money to spend on crypto, I'm putting myself in that same boat to where I'm not spending any more money on crypto, no matter if these prices look super enticing. I just told everybody that I'm not buying any more XRP, and XRP drops below 50 cents. And it's like, why do they keep tempting me? Why do they keep tempting me with these prices for these projects that I have full conviction for? So I want to talk about the market. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video, and hopefully I can calm some of the nerves that are out there, and make you feel good about where the crypto market is. Now, guys, if you could, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Patreon. Those links are in the description. And don't forget about my link for Margex if you guys want to trade on Margex, especially with these low prices. As we get to lower and lower prices, it creates opportunities to leverage trade and get a lot of money in return for spending a little bit of money. Now, understand, sorry for the coughs. Now, understand that there is a lot of risk to leverage trading. You get fully liquidated if you are not taking precaution. In these situations, you have to set yourself a stop loss. If you do not set yourself a stop loss, there could be an instance where you do get stopped out, or you do get fully liquidated and you lose out on the money that you put in there. You'll never lose more than what you put in as long as you select, isolated leverage rather than, for some reason I can't remember what it is. Isolated leverage versus cross leverage. For some reason, I drew a blank. As long as you do that, you can basically only lose what you put in, but still set yourself a stop loss to get prepared for what the downfall could be, because the 200 EMA is still in reach for a lot of positions. And I feel as though we may see a bounce at some of those levels. So if you guys could, again, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. But let's go ahead and dive into the markets and see where things are at the time of recording this, which is 6:50 a.m. I don't know when it will, when this video will launch, but yeah. 650. Let's look at the market. Where's the market stand? So the market currently is at a $2.13 trillion market cap. Hopefully that's accurate. Coin market cap has been having problems. It showed a $1.95 trillion market cap at one point, and I was like, I know that that's not right, because Bitcoin would have to be down to a lot lower level. But it is down 6.13%. We're still seeing, this is the thing you have to kind of hone in on, we're still seeing Bitcoin's dominance up at the 53% mark, meaning that Bitcoin is still heavily dominant, meaning that we haven't seen altcoin season yet. And we always do see an altcoin season before we end up seeing a true bear market. Um, let's go through some more information. Bitcoin is currently at 57,400, which is below the 60,000 mark. After hitting 73 or 74,000, I don't know what the actual high point was, but up there in the 70s, breaking all-time highs multiple times. You see here, Bitcoin is down about 7% last 24 hours, 13% the last 7 days. Ethereum 5% last 24 hours, 11.6% the last 7 days. 5% for BNB, 6% for Solana, or 7% for Solana, 23% for the last 7 days for Solana. XRP is actually not down as much. So this is why, if it was down as much as other things that are out there, higher percentages, then yes, I would be more inclined to probably wanting to make a move into XRP because I can get more for my dollar that I'm spending, right? But I told everybody that I'm not buying any more XRP. I have 80,000 and that's what I'm sitting on. But these prices, they're enticing, right? Dogecoin is at about 12 cents, down 10%. We're seeing Ton that's down by 10%, Cardano that's down by 1%, Shiba Inu down by 10%, Avalanche down by 6%, Tron down by 1%, Bitcoin Cash 8%, Chainlink 5%, 3% for Polygon, 7% for Near Protocol. Litecoin is also down to $76, down 5% or 12% for the last 7 days. I feel like I would see a huge opportunity there as I want to purchase more and more. And I did go all in at a little bit of a higher price. It was around the $83 mark. But either way, I see so much more growth within this play. We look at Aptos. Let's look at some things that are dropping the most within the crypto market right now. Things that are up the most. You look at Optimism. Cosmos is actually up by 5%. Optimism 6%. StarNet Starknet is up by 5%. AXL is up by 3%. Flare 3%. So a couple of things are moving in the top 100. But things that are dropping the most, we have AR that's down by 19%. Pepe is actually down by 12%. You have Dogecoin again by 10%. SEI by about 10 or 11%. If we look at my watch list, things that I'm looking at closely, and most of the things I'm looking at closely, a lot of other people are following as well. You can see here that, the top position, the only thing that seems to be moving, or the only two things that seem to be moving in my watch list, is Vitalik Smart Gas. So VSG is moving and it's up by 6%, 32% for the last 7 days. We've been seeing that pick up recently. So I think you definitely need to give that a look. I think this is going to be big, especially in more of the bull market, altcoin season market. Cosmos also up 5%. We look at things that are dropping the most: Reddit, Sync, Elmo. You have Anchor, Moonchain. Teller is down to $46. I feel like that's a steal compared to where I am. I really don't want to buy any more cryptocurrency. I want to, hold. I have a lot of cash in reserve, but I don't really want to use it, right? I want to just see things flourish and be able to use that cash somewhere else and maybe set up my long-term dividend plays. But I'm tempted because I feel like this could be a quick turnaround for whatever cash I put into the crypto market. So recently I did alert the Patreon that I did make a purchase of Beam, which Beam was down to about 23. And that's where it is. It's at 22 right now. So being at 23, I decided to purchase more Beam. I'm currently over 120,000 Beam that I hold. I believe this can easily get to a level of $1, just because of the use case and the gaming industry, right? That sector. Now, when we look at the overall cryptocurrency market, I'm not saying this will definitely happen, but there's always a possibility that this could be the case. I feel as though 49 or 50,000 is a significant point, right? Even though it doesn't really have much, support or resistance, it just has this mark right here, which is around the 49 or 50,000. The 200 EMA is a strong point, and seeing how far this has come down and the kind of not collapse, but definitely stair stepping on the way down, creating lower highs and lower lows situation, we have this is an important piece, which is around 53, 52,000, but we also have the 200 EMA as an important spot as well. We could see this, dive down and see a little bit of a recovery, and then get to a point to where 53 is that significant point where it meets the 200 EMA. If this finds a way to where that does happen, that will be the major bounce that we do see, in my opinion, right? And again, that's just my opinion. Meaning that we could see even lower prices, but it depends, right? Because this may be a scenario to where Bitcoin ends up coming back, but a lot of that money flows into altcoins, creating or starting the altcoin season. Meaning that just because we're seeing Bitcoin that does drop down to maybe 53, 52, or 50,000, it means that some of that money could flow into things like XRP or BNB or Ethereum. Now, there's a lot of news around the crypto market and what's going on. You have the Hong Kong ETFs, you have the Bitcoin ETF, Ethereum ETF, you have the fight of now Ether with the SEC and how Ether is being labeled a security in a way. You have XRP that they're still fighting, or Ripple that they're still fighting. You have Coinbase that's still fighting. You have CZ that's getting sentenced to 4 months in prison. So like, this is the thing. You have all these things that are kind of negative things that are happening that may thoroughly affect or fully affect the crypto market. And we're seeing that firsthand, as well as the aftermath of the ETFs, right? The aftermath before we saw the ETFs, or when we saw the ETFs launch, all the ETFs that we have, we saw some positivity, and then we saw negativity right from the start, where it did drop down heavily, right? Then we see Hong Kong ETFs, and we also see the same thing. And from what I saw on Twitter, Grayscale is still dumping more BTC. So ultimately, it's creating a lot of negativity to the market, but maybe creating some opportunity for people that are more long term. So the way that I look at it, it's still a buy and hold situation. However, I understand where you're coming from if you're in your feels about losing your gains or losing your initial investment. It's never going to go to zero, right? So you're not going to lose your initial investment or your entire investment. It may be a little bit of a longer process to fully break out to a brand new all-time high for Bitcoin, as well as brand new all-time highs for every other altcoin. But just understand that these things, it's the ebbs and flows to the market. Time in the market beats timing the market. And I don't want anybody to panic and then get out of every position and they're like, ah, man, what did I do? I got out of crypto at probably the best time to be in it, right? So it's all your opinion. It's all your decision and what you want to do. I'm not going to tell you what you need to do, but just make that decision for yourself. It really does help when you can look at a chart or look at how the market is moving and make that decision, and hopefully you feel good about whatever decision you make. Guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, please check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to check out my link for Margex, for Patreon, for Twitter, those links are in the description. Guys, I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.